everybody! Did you guys miss me? Yeah. I know it's been about a week or so, and I have a hell of a lot of stuff to talk about in today's episode. First of all, I'm going to change the format of this show altogether. And basically, I'm going to have little segments. Each episode might have different segments. Like today's one might be TV talk and news and what's going on with me and stuff like that. You'll see as I go. And the segments that are on today's show might not necessarily be on tomorrow's show and whatever. Especially for the since the next episode's going to be the 10th anniversary. I'm going to try to do something special for that. But this episode is kind of special too because it would be the first for the new reformat, the new format that I'm going to be doing. And first off is new sponsors. So, Buddha Beer. It doesn't just get you wasted, it gets you wasted and gives you good luck. Buddha Beer. Also brought to you by Shiny Crystal Rocks. Quartz crystals also will bring you good luck. Especially if you lick it. Anyways. Oh, and I also have a brand new theme for you guys. Play the theme! That theme was Open the Gates. It's an old No Doubt song. And I was actually just downloading a bunch of No Doubt songs. And I heard that song and I thought, oh, that would be perfect for my theme song. Anyways, so today's episode I divided into a bunch of segments. So each segment will have its own title card and maybe a miniature theme. If you guys hear a theme music, that means I decided to add it. But if you guys don't, then that means I couldn't think of any song to add to there. Oh, which by the way, so the Open the Gates is only going to be the theme song for this episode. I haven't decided if I'm going to keep it for the whole series. I want to try, if any of you guys out there who could play the guitar or any kind of instrument for that matter, especially if your whole entire band, if you guys can come up with a theme music for me, I just need 30 seconds, maybe a minute. And same goes for any of the segments. If you guys can come up with like 10 seconds to 20 seconds for the segment. For a theme music, I want an original song, then let me know and just email me and you're going to contact me that way, either through Facebook or my email address on Yahoo is carl_Kirby21@Yahoo. So you can email me there and let me know if you want to help me out. And I could give you an idea if I don't really need lyrics, but if you want to add lyrics, that's fine, but I don't really need it. Just something that's really catchy, and I just want to be. I just want to have my own original song instead of just ripping off somebody else's song. So that's about it.
What does the fuck say?
Hi, and welcome to the very first What's Up with Carl. So basically in this segment I'm going to be talking about what's anything interesting that happened to me, whether it be on the weekend or on at work and all that. And this week I actually have a hell of a lot of stories to talk about, so this segment might actually run a little run a little long. But basically, first of all, this last weekend, I went to a show. It was a rock band called Oil in the Attic. They're basically an improv 80s style rock, and they're really good. They're going to be playing again at UH on November 14th, so go out and see them. It's really good. If you like 80s music and you like comedy, why not combine the two? So, and then my friend Pamela was performing with them. I don't think that's a regular thing. No, I think she only performs with them once in a blue moon. But it was a really great show. Um, so that's it for the weekend. Now on Sunday at my work, for those of you who don't know, I work at a garden as a security guard late at night. And basically, I'm just there to make sure that nobody breaks in the garden, or mainly it's the homeless that come over there and try to sleep in the property and stuff like that. So anyways, around midnight to about 3 o'clock in the morning, I see a plane, and no big deal, I see planes all the time, but it was like circling, and it was kind of flying at very low, like lower than planes usually fly, and it had a lot more lights than a normal plane would have. Like the tail itself, the tail of the plane looked like it was on fire, but it was just a bunch of like neon, it was neon clear looking, but it was like not neon, but LED, like clear LED. The the wings of the plane actually had green lights, like about 5 or 6 green lights instead of the regular blinking red and blue light. And then the tail of the light had a spotlight on it. And at one point, because it came by about midnight, and it didn't really circle the garden per se, but it more like flew over the garden and then flew away and then come back over the garden, flew away. Well, about 2 o'clock or so, it actually flew, this time pointing towards the garden, and with the spotlight on the garden. And so that's what I thought. Oh, that's kind of weird. And then about 3 o'clock, it flew over again and then just disappeared, and then never seen it since then. Well, I just thought, okay, that's kind of weird. Well, it gets weirder. On Wednesday, my coworker, who I relieve on Wednesday, and he was off on Sunday and Monday, and Tuesday. So basically, Wednesday's the first time I see him, and he asked me, "Oh, did you see a weird plane with a bunch of green lights?" And I said, "Yeah. As a matter of fact, I did around midnight, right?" And he said, "Yeah." He saw it in Waikiki, so it's basically flying over the garden, which the garden I work at is about maybe 3-4 miles away from Waikiki. So it flew from over the garden all the way to Waikiki and back. And so I said, yeah, it had some weird spotlight, blah, blah, blah. And he said, was the spotlight green? And I said, green? No, they had green lights on it, but it wasn't a green spotlight. He said when he saw it, it looked like a green laser, like a UFO in all those UFO movies when they beam up stuff. And he said he literally thought it was a UFO until he realized that it was a plane once he looked a little bit closer at it. So that's what happened this week at my work. Okay, one more story I'm gonna tell you about that happened at my work. But before that, I want to tell you what I ended up buying this week because of the fact that I have the 10th anniversary special coming up in the next episode after this. Here's a little preview of what I'm going to be wearing. It's this brand new suit that I bought. Hope you guys like it. I don't know if you guys think it's me or not. Yeah. So here, take a better look at the suit. Yeah, I couldn't afford the pants. So I'm just wearing regular pants with it. Maybe it's a better idea just to wear black pants with it. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Anyways, so my last thing I wanted to tell you guys is when I was working at my other work site, which is the bank, I watched the parking lot in the bank, and basically the parking lot of the bank is right next to the main, to Keene Street, which is the main street going into Chinatown. Well, a cop pulled over this lady for drunk driving because she was kind of swerving off to the side, and another cop behind him. So 2 cops basically pulled this lady over, She looked like she was probably in her mid-20s, Asian lady, um, kind of skinny Asian lady. And basically, they did the little light test, and she failed the light test. So she gets out of the, so they have her get out of the car. She gets out of the car, starts swerving and all that. She starts talking, and it sounds like she's drunk. And they had her do the test when she to touch her nose, and she completely failed. And they were going to arrest her, but then she started begging, saying, "Oh, I only live over the street over there, and I'm not drunk. I'm just super tired. I swear to God, I'm not drunk." And they didn't have the breathalyzer test, so they just let her go with the warning. And I was thinking, if this was a guy or a fat chick or older chick, or anybody else basically besides, a mid-20s hot Asian chick, they would have arrested them on the spot. But I can't believe the women actually got away with it, and it makes me wonder, is like all those stereotypes about the women saying, "Oh, how you doing, officer," kind of thing, actually works. And I never actually thought it worked until today. So basically, I just wanted you guys to get your opinions. Do you guys think that that's not, that you guys are with me, that woman should have got arrested? I don't care if she lived like next door to where they put her over. The fact is she's drunk driving, and the matter of fact, I would go as far as if she were to end up running somebody over and killing somebody, I would go to court gladly and testify against those cops, because those cops should not have let her pass. Now, I'm no doctor, so I'm not 100% sure she was drunk. But if she wasn't drunk, I don't know what she was on, because she obviously was swerving her car, because that's why they put her over. She obviously had a hard time talking and a hard time walking. I mean, the hard time walking doesn't necessarily mean you're drunk, because she might have some kind of physical disorder but still able to drive. But when you put all the two together, all of them together, and basically they were getting ready to put the handcuffs on her, but because she was begging, saying, "Oh, please, please let me go. I just live up the road, blah, 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 I'll never do it again," they let her go with the warning. So I just wanted to get your guys' opinions on that. Off to the next segment.
We clawed, we chained our hearts in
Welcome to the very first segment of Celebrity News. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly of Disney stars. So basically, let's start off with the good. Is Selena Gomez, from the little girl from Wizards of Waverly Place, for those of you who don't know. She's all grown up now, and although she's kind of dating a douchebag in the form of Justin Bieber, but anyways, but her herself is, I actually respect, especially since she refused to go to a concert in Russia, even though they were going to pay her a shitload of money. And the reason why she refused is because Russia is so much anti-gay, and although she's not gay herself, she thinks it's not right for a country to be anti-gay, and I support her 100% in that, because I think it's wrong for anybody to judge somebody on their sexuality. So anyways, so I don't really have much else to add to that story, but I just think that at least one of those stars out there are doing something good for once. The second celebrity that I want to talk about is the ugly. Well, no, actually, let's talk about the bad first. The bad is from High School Musical, Zac Efron. It turns out he's a coke addict, and he's been doing coke for the last 3 or 4 months, maybe even a couple years for that matter. So he's in rehab now, and they said he was almost going to die from overdose. and this is something I 100% don't support at all. Any kind of hard drugs I don't support anybody doing. Especially coke, because coke can make you violent, and not only are you putting your health at risk, but you're putting other people that are around you at risk, because you could have a spasm and just all of a sudden freak out and just start beating the crap out of everybody that's around him. I mean, I witnessed firsthand. I mean, not my friends, because luckily none of my friends actually do cocaine, at least none that I know of. But homeless people all the time are doing it. They mainly do ice, which is crazy as well. But I do see a couple do cocaine, and they just freak out. And cocaine gives you like superhuman Hulk strength. I mean, literally. I mean, they say it's because you don't really feel any pain when you just want to attack. You're just like, boom, boom, and you just beat the crap out of anybody that comes around you, no matter even if your hands just start bleeding from it. So basically, that's the bad. Now for the ugly, and I gotta admit, 2 years ago, I don't think this would be ugly, and put a wig on her and maybe it won't be so ugly. But Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball video, it starts off with her in her underwear, which she's like anorexic as hell, and has like this weird haircut that it's like, I don't know, she kind of wants to have a boy's haircut but kind of not. I don't even know what that kind of hairstyle is called. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a Moloch, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I'm not really familiar with the styles of hairs, but whatever it is, it does not look good on her. I mean, not that hairstyle is bad, because there are some chicks, like let's say Pink, for instance. This pop star Pink, she can pull off that hairstyle and actually look good. I mean, Pink can literally be bald and still look good. But Miley Cyrus, for some reason, it just doesn't go good with her. And if she were to wear a wig, maybe she would be halfway decent, but she's still anorexic skinny, so I don't really know. So basically, the video starts off with her in her underwear. Then she licks a sledgehammer. I mean, honestly, who licks things that are not edible? Oh yeah, I do. But anyways, but then she gets completely naked and basically has sex with the wrecking ball. I mean, literally, it would be a porno if the angles were to be just a little tiny bit different. I mean, basically, it was a softcore porn. It wasn't a music video at all. And if the angles were just a little tiny bit different, it would be a hardcore porn. I mean, basically, she was giving that wrecking ball a lap dance, and you'd think that would be sexy, but it's not. And she's losing her fans because the old creepy guys who think she's hot now that she's over 18, they no longer like her because they think that she's this anorexic boy-looking guy, boy-looking girl, whatever you call it. But the moms of Hannah Montana, like the moms of the kids that watch that show are now like fed up, saying that she should be a role model, which I gotta disagree there. Miley Cyrus hasn't been on Disney for about 2 years. She's no longer a role model. I mean, you don't think Britney Spears is still a role model because she used to be on Mickey Mouse Club 20 years ago, do you? So I have to disagree there. But the kids themselves no longer want to watch her music videos and all that because they think that she's uncool and all that. And, so basically, I don't even know who her fans are nowadays. I mean, maybe lesbians that are into tomboy chicks. I don't know, honestly. I'm not making fun of tomboys either, by the way. Just to make that clear, I actually have friends that are like that. Um, so I just want to make that clear. I'm just making fun of Miley Cyrus, and sorry if I offended anybody else. Um, anyways, so what do you guys think? I mean, who do you think is her fans, and do you guys like her music, or do you guys still like her music? Should I say? Anyway, so let me know. Comment underneath there.